your tissues ready.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who might not know me, my name is Zach, and I also have a sister named Casey. And I have the distinguished honor of being the best man for the man of the hour, Zachary Albert Hoffman. I'm just going to go ahead and say mine's going to be a good bit longer. Not intentional, I'm sorry. Before I get into the mystical lore that is mine and Zach's relationship, I'd like to thank everyone for being here and celebrate this special occasion. And I'd like to thank everyone, and I'd like for all of us to raise our glasses and make a toast to my best friend Zach and the woman of his dreams, Ray. A round of applause, everyone. Zach, I've known you for 10 plus years now. And I've got to say, knowing the trials and tribulations you've gone through, and to see you sitting here with Ray today, it brings me an unimaginable joy, and I'm so very happy for the both of you. I knew Zach first as a New Hope Eagle. We both played recreational football for New Hope Ballpark along with fellow groomsmen William Ryan and Tucker Tidwell. This was the first I remember meeting Zach or having any idea of who he was. We were both short, chubby footballers who would have no idea the absolutely legendary stories we would go on to create with one another. The true genesis of mine and Zach's friendship would begin the first day of our freshman year of high school, the moment I walked into my second period class. Mr. Perry's Intro to Computer Sciences. I saw him sitting in the far left corner. He waved me over to get my attention. I plopped my stuff right next to him. I sat down every day next to you that semester. We slowly warmed up to one another. Right off the bat, we realized how much we had in common. We both loved the same video games. We both loved the same music. We both loved a Martin's chicken and cheese biscuit that you would let me finish whenever you didn't want the rest of it. We would then go on to create our own language just to aggravate Mr. Perry and to entertain ourselves, of course, which would give Mr. Perry the honor of giving us our nickname, Z Squared.
Yeah, Z Squared, look here.
And we didn't have too many more classes together in high school, but we would always find each other. I'd catch you outside the automotive building with the boys. I'd walk you to your French class. You'd walk me to my math class. And even on our summer vacations, we'd be up to our knees in grass, or we'd be in the truck because it's pouring down rain, and we'd be heading back home ready to go play some PlayStation. Or we'd be taking a Mickey D's date, no lettuce on the Big Mac meal. Yes, sir. Okay. We shared a gym class our last semester of our senior year. We went hard on some basketball, but would go harder on the laughs and smiles we would share together. And in the blink of an eye, our high school career would end, and we were out in the real world. After graduating high school, Zach would go on to become a regular member of The Shed.
Yeah.
The Shed would be where all of our friendships would go into brotherhoods, and the bond between Zach and I would grow even closer. Watching him lift through grueling workouts in a below freezing shed, lifting weight that no human that size should be lifting. But he did. I saw the heart Zach had, and I began to not only appreciate him as a friend, but as a man who knows how to work for what he wants. Fast forward a bit, you were on a boat in the Coast Guard, and I was a student in college. And I think that it's safe to say that there were some pretty dark times for the both of us. And no matter how dark it seemed, though, we would always FaceTime one another and snap each other right out of it. Because Zach's the kind of guy that will have your mom constantly asking, "How's Lil Zach doing?" or "How's my little Z?" Zach is the kind of guy that will come home on his leave, show up to your house unannounced, sit on the porch with your pops, just because he's got time to kill and he feels like it. Zach's the kind of guy that you can call every single day in wrestling school. 10, 11, midnight, didn't matter. You pick up. Zach's the kind of guy that will fill out your paperwork at the ER the night before his wedding. Zach, you were the light on the darkest day in my life. You were the first person I spoke to after my mom died. And that day you came to the shed and you were a friend. And that's all I needed that day. And I thank you for that, brother.
Damn it, Zach.
You were everything I needed at that time, and I love and appreciate you for always being there for me. But the thing I love and appreciate about you most is, Zach, is that you've grown. You've grown into a man I look up to. You grow into a friend I strive to be. You've grown into a husband and a provider. And you've grown into a role model human being for all of our friends to look up to. And along our crazy journey, you've had your ups and downs, but I believe truly in my heart of hearts that Ray is the woman of your dreams and that you two will live a long, happy, and prosperous life at each other's side. Zach, I'm forever grateful, forever thankful, and forever proud to call you my best friend and a brother. I love you, Zach. Oh, and let's do a pinkies up cheers for the bride and groom.
Can we get Jim, how can we please?